our forest garden, and some of the really nice vegetables that you see all around us. One I would like to talk to you about today is a perennial onion species, and it's a Babington onion, and it's closely related to leeks, but it's a perennial. So here we have a nice patch of Babington onions here. We call them just Babingtons for short, and that's a really cool species because they're perennial. So when you harvest a few, then you just let them grow again, and it takes a little while for them to get big again, but if you have enough of them, then you can kind of go on a rotation and keep cutting. So today we're going to cut a couple for lunch. Just going to cut them off at the ground level, basically, and maybe strip that last leaf, and all this, including the green here, is really good to cook with. So we'll just cut this up and cook it. We'll cut a few here. So these are a bit smaller than you'd say an annual leek would be, but it doesn't make them any less delicious. And of course they're perennial, so they just keep coming again and again. And the propagation of these is they make a sort of a flower stalk, and on top of that stalk is not flowers and seeds, but little mini onions, little mini bulbs. And those bulbs, you take those and you can plant them where you want them, or you can just kind of throw them out in the ground cover, and they do really well just sprouting and growing in the forest garden. That's a really cool part of this plant. Let's take one more today. Another nice thing is annual leeks they tend to be out in a kind of dirty field somewhere, and they often get a lot of soil and bits of compost or sand or whatever in these cracks in the top of the leeks. These ones, because they grow in this perennial system, they're generally very clean because there's not a lot of backsplash of soil when it rains, and as long as you're not like dumping compost on top of them or whatever, then they're actually really, really clean. So just a little rinse and then they're ready to go. You don't have to open them up and dig out all the soil. So that's a really big plus. That's nice. Now we have something to cook for lunch.